Hello, my name is Leonard Hattrick and I'm going to take you on a trip to Barrack Street, the old Dundalks freight yard. You are now watching the 11:25 liner from Belfast being shunted at Dundalks Junction. We are now on the way down to Barrack Street, passing the old central cabin. To the left, the old transit shed where the customs used to check the Guinness and whisky and all that type of stuff for alcohol levels. To the right is the Permanent Way Inspector's hut. Now going under the Yardie Road Bridge. We are now approaching the square crossing where the Green Oar line used to cross the Dublin-Belfast line. To the left, the present-day bus garage, which was the main store for the old railway works. On the right-hand side is the old GNR works, which includes the Hankel shop, where they used to manufacture the old Hankel bubble tires. We are now approaching the South Points. That fella looks familiar. Oh, it's myself. We are changing ends. We are now on the Barrack Street branch. At one time this siding led to the turntable, which is now the aisle siding for the bus garage, also used by the Permanent Way department. We are now heading on the Barrack Street branch line. That is all bogland there to the right. And the oil tank there is sitting on the sidings that leads to the old Cockcrow siding. The oil tank supplied oil to the garage, brought by train from North Wall in Dublin. There on the left is the grammar school, and this yard here is used nowadays by the Permanent Way department. We're now going to go under Hill Street Bridge, the main Dublin to Belfast road. Dundalks shopping centre here now on the right of the picture. And we're approaching the battering ram footbridge. This was called after an old pump that used to pump water to the old distillery in Distillery Lane, which would be over to the left. You just can't see it, because it's about a half a mile from the railway line. This is the ESB yard now, which is a new yard built in the late 80s. We're now coming down to St Alphonsus Road. That's a St Alphonsus Road bridge. You can see some graffiti on it there. I don't know how they managed to do that. They must have been hanging upside down. This is the points here now, leading to all the other roads. And Eamon Murphy, the shunter there, he's pulling the points now to go onto the loop. This loop we could only run round 28 wagons in length. Many's the time we had to split the train on the branch line and run round the wagons in two lots. The old running loop was to the right, where we were able to run round 42 in length. The outer far sidings on the right were used by the Permanent Way Department in latter years. Next, the old running loop, the carriage road, the aisle siding, short siding. After there was 5 more roads called 1 to 5. Then the outside siding, which was the fertiliser road. This is the old cement store, where bagged cement came in from Drogheda and was unloaded and stored in that shed. There's an old 10-foot container in front of the margarine store. This store was used for margarine that came from McDonald's on the Marsh Road in Drogheda. It was stored here and then delivered locally in the town of Dundalk. Coming to the block now, and we'll change ends again and run round the train. We're going a bit hard there. I hope we didn't hit it. This is the Redemptorist Chapel here now. When the novena was on here, they were allowed to use the Barrack Street as a car park for the thousands of people that attended. The office there. And this is a shot of the gantry crane and the train underneath, waiting for containers to come in. There is a wide variety of containers: evergreen, P&O Carberries, Eurostar I see there, and there's a bell. Some of the bell kept the railway going for years. I wish we had them now. It was great to have a train of 18 bells, 40-foot containers, and look back behind you. You felt proud to be driving the train. Here we're going under St Alphonsus Road Bridge. which is now gone. There's actually a roundabout been built here, and there'll be a road leading to the shopping centre. Probably when you're watching this movie, there'll be a lot more done. These wagons are going to Dublin on the 1400 liner. You wouldn't know where they'd end up. They could go to anywhere in Europe, United Kingdom, all over Ireland. There was 2 trains a day went out of Barrack Street. One at 1400 and one at 1945 in the evening. That was in my day. Before that there was numerous trains left. The height of the rail was in the 1950s. It was a 24-hour pilot engine here, shunting continuously. And they're lifting the keg. This is a new thing they got for lifting the kegs. Before this they used to have to be handled by hand. It's a great thing. It keeps all the kegs tight together and it fits into the crates. This used to be called the gantry sidings where this train is leaving from. Going under St. Francis Road Bridge again. On the way back up now towards Dundalk. This is the back of Clark's shoe factory. There's St. Patrick's Cathedral, a lovely shot. And you can see the old distillery in the distance as well. The Gales football pitch there now on the right. And coming up to the Dundalks shopping centre. Seems to be quiet enough today. Again we have the battering ram bridge, called after the pump. It used to pump the water over to the distillery. Coming up the Hill Street Bridge again. See a high-ace fan there. There's the garage again. And back up to the south points. There's the Enterprise there. Dublin Belfast. This is prior to the new Enterprise train being brought into service. A lot of rushes here, bog ground. They're coming over the south points. these wagons now will be put again the rest of the wagons that came from the fast earlier in the day. Eamon Murphy now in the guards van. This van had to be used on the Barrack Street. Heading back now into Dundalks Station. On the left there is the old G&R works. Here, we're now coming to the square crossing. This was the old Green Ore line. You see the red bridge there that led into the Green Ore sidings, and there are these sidings. And the station for the Green Ore trains. Now going under the RD road bridge. That's the back road on the left side. And that's the Permanent Way office. There's Paddy McNally now standing at the door of the cabin. Dundalk Central cabin now, which is refurbished and sitting on the platform in Dundalk Station. Now going under the Carrick Road Bridge, which is all changed now. We now leave you with some mementos from the 25th of March 1995, when the Barrack Street line finally closed. Brandon McQuaid arranged a passenger train to run on this line for the last day, and I was proud to be the driver of the last train leaving Barrack Street. David O'Callaghan, fellow local driver, was the driver of the train to go to Barrack Street. But I think my name will be in history, because I was the last driver out of it. On board the train was various dignitaries and guests, old staff, and some people from the town who were invited to travel on it. These scenes will never be seen again. The track is lifted from Hill Street Bridge and all the rail yards are gone. And the Millennium Council offices now occupy where Barrack Street Freight Yard once stood.